G'day all, Gavin from Aussie Bush Pens. Firstly, thank you, 100 subscribers. So this project, this video is a 100 segment pen to recognise 100 subscribers, and I nearly dropped it. So this is a SN or Senior Gent. It's a rollerball style pen, and it's made out of blackbutt and gidgee, two great Australian timbers. And I'm going to show you through the process in the video. Now, I know you probably shouldn't do long intros, but I've been turning pens for about 3 years. I'm out in the country, so there is no clubs for me to learn from, and I learnt from YouTube. I taught myself, basically. One of the big inspirations for me, especially around pens, was Bob over at RJB, Woodturner. He's inspired me. He taught me a lot through YouTube while I was learning how to do pens. And Bob, this is for you as well, mate, because you know what, you're an inspiration, you're a great turner, and I still love watching your videos. But otherwise, let's get into it, and I'll show you how I made this pen. Oh, the other thing, folks, I was going to keep it for myself, but what do you reckon? Should I put it up for grabs? Should there be a winner of my 100 segment pen for my 100 YouTube subscribers? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see how we go. All right, catch you soon. Hooroo. Right. Here you can see me starting to chop up my segments. These blanks are 30mm by 30mm, and I'm cutting them into 6mm lengths. The way I've got it is I've got a stop there that I put in and out, and this allows the piece to fall away and not catch. This first timber I was cutting was gidgee, and now we're onto the blackbutt. Gidgee is an Australian timber. It's a wattle, acacia, the yellow flower, and a blackbutt is actually a eucalypt or a gum. Here I am. What I'm doing is I cut them a little bit thicker than I needed to because I knew there'd be saw marks and everything else to make for a smooth glue up. So here I'm sanding them down to the required thickness that my dodgy maths worked out to make the required amount of segments. So this takes a little bit of time. You won't see all of it. I'll cut most of it out. There we are, the finished pieces, all ready to glue up. So just using some wood glue. I made this little HDPE guide block so they'll glue up square, and I'm gluing them up. You know, the first one you can see in there is blackbutt. Now I'm gluing in a piece of gidgee, and I'm going to just do the same. Blackbutt, gidgee, blackbutt, gidgee. And then let it set up. First lot dried. Now I'm just ripping it down. It's not quite center, but that doesn't matter because remember I made this blank too big to begin with, and that's going to turn my 25 segments into 50, just to give them a quick sand once again so they're even and smooth, so they'll glue together nicely. And then we'll get into the glue these up and clamp them all up together. You can see here I've offset them. Right, it's dried again, and now to rip it down the opposite direction. So you can see where it's glued up in opposite direction, in offset. You'll notice that they're a little bit lopsided in the sizes, but I've actually measured it to where I want it, and I made the blank too big in case I made any mistakes, so it doesn't have to be exactly center. Offset it again. You can see there, just to line them up, they're offset. Now just drill it out as per normal. I'm not going to show you all of it. This is pretty standard. Right, glue up. I've already scuffed my tubes. I've got some wax in the end. And how to glue them up. I'm going to start the turning of the pen. This is going to go at high speed in a second. It's a pretty standard process from here. Sorry about the camera wobbles. I need to work out a better system where to mount my camera. I'm taking really light cuts because of the segments. I'm just a bit afraid of blowout. So really light cuts, taking probably a little bit longer. It's all finished. A quick sand, won't show you all the sanding, and then I'm going to start my CA process. Says here, I'm not going to show you the whole lot. I've got a separate YouTube video on that. There'll be a link in the description. Look at that shine. Now to press it all together. Nice and gently, get the tail in. Beautiful. Coupler. That's it. What I'm doing is I'm just checking to see if there's any minor imperfections, and to put the cap on to hide them if there are any. Now for the next bit, so I get it to line up, because I want the segments to line up, I put that on, and then I make sure that side's all right. See how now I've lined my segments up? Yep. That's what I want. So my spring's already in the bottom. Put the ink on, in, the nib. There we go. One senior SN gent pen, 100 segments.